So today you will need 2 chairs and a block. If you're a taller person, the block may not be necessary, but if you are not a taller person, then the block is going to be your friend. And then we'll just begin by grounding gently into our space. So take a moment, bring the pads of your feet to the floor. Again, this would be a place where if you were a shorter person and your chair was a little taller, the block could be your friend. Just begin to find a comfortable, easy seat. Begin to notice your breath from the inside. Noticing the expansion of your chest as you inhale and your body's gentle release as you exhale. Just notice your breath without changing, without forcibly manipulating anything that's happening. Just allow yourself to breathe quietly and gently. If it feels right to close your eyes or just have a soft gaze in front of you, then please close your eyes or have a soft gaze in front of you. For the next few minutes, we're just going to breathe together, so you won't have to be aware of the screen. If you would, begin to gently lengthen your breath, inhaling just a little more fully with each inhale. And as you exhale, beginning to notice not only the release of breath, but the physical release in your body. Each gentle breath is calming, and each exhale allows you to let go. Allow your focus to turn fully inward, noticing your breath from the inside out. As you settle into your comfortable seat, begin to notice the heaviness of your hips and thighs, anchoring you to the space. And just allowing yourself these few moments of quiet, gentle breath. With your mind feeling more peaceful and a little more quiet, if you'd like to set an intention for your practice or even your day, right now is a great time. Maybe it's something very simple as I breathe deeply. And then if it feels right to wiggle your fingers and your toes, begin to blink your eyes back open to that full awareness of self and space. Take a nice deep breath together. Exhale, release. If you would, bring your right hand to your lap and your left hand to your side. We're just going to let the left arm hang. And if it feels better to have it on your lap, that's absolutely fine. With your left arm gentle and loose, we're going to begin by rolling that shoulder joint. So let's bring the left shoulder forward and then up to your ear, and then beginning to roll it down your back. Notice any tightness or tension, and you're moving very slowly. This is not about reps, it's about finding that space and moving into it. Notice any crunchiness. Your body's saying, hey, this feels all right. And this next one around, pausing once that arm comes down. Take a second to shake out the wrist if you need to. We'll bring the left hand back to the lap if it's not already there. Right hand comes to the side now, and we're moving the right shoulder individually. So bringing it forward with breath up to your ear, and then rolling it down your back. Very gentle awareness, just noticing, breathing in to the tightness that presents itself or any tension or crunchiness, accepting your body where you are today. And after this last one around, just taking a moment, releasing, shake out that right wrist. We'll bring the hand back to the lap. Nice deep breath here. You're seated comfortably, your breath is full to your belly, your core is engaged. With your next exhale, we're just going to come into a very gentle forward bend. So tracing the fingertips down your legs, your feet are about comfortable distance apart. And maybe that's all the way together. Maybe that's about hip width apart. Whatever feels good to you. Allow your belly to lay on your thighs and let your head become heavier. Arms are just going to gently touch your sides of your legs, and your chin gently tucks towards your chest, no forcing. As you begin to inhale, trace the legs up, coming back to center. Take a moment, both hands on your thighs. We'll move the shoulders together. With an inhale, they come forward, up to your ears. As you begin to exhale, squeeze the shoulders together behind you and roll them down your back. Again, just this very gentle awakening, beginning to move, noticing where you are today and honoring it, listening. This last exhale, releasing, both arms come to your sides. Just take a second, release. Shake out those wrists, let them go. We'll come into a chair pigeon next. So you have options. One of the reasons we have our additional chair is to help if your knee does not bend in a certain way. So the first part of this is if you wanted to just cross the left ankle to the top of the right knee. If you know your knee doesn't bend that way, the other chair comes over and you allow yourself the space of unbending that knee, still finding a little bit more space here. When you're ready, take a nice deep breath. And again, whichever one you want works for me. And the chair goes where it's comfortable. So maybe you're halfway in between. Engage your core. You're seated comfortably into those hips. As you begin to exhale, begin to lean forward, reaching out with those fingertips. Gaze goes towards the floor in front of you, and your head is comfortable as you allow it to gently incline. You're seated solidly into that tailbone, so don't let it lift off the chair. Right foot is a nice placeholder and helps with balance. As you lengthen through your arms, notice the side body and breathe into this. And then as you inhale, we're lifting the arms, coming back up to seated, the arms raised with us, gaze to the sky. You're lifting, but the shoulders are down away from ears. So arms are up, shoulders down. Each breath nice and full. With your next exhale, we're going to twist to the left side. So leaving the legs where they are, left hand comes behind you. Right hand just gently wraps the belly and your gaze turns to look over the left shoulder. As you begin to inhale, we'll lift those arms once more. Remember, the shoulders aren't shrugging. We're coming back to center. And then exhaling to the opposite side, just that gentle twisting around. Right hand behind your back, left hand gently wrapping, and your left hand is passive. It doesn't need to force anything. Just allow it to set gently on your thigh or wrap your belly. Notice where you feel this twist. And then with your next inhale, beginning to lift those arms once more, coming back to center. As you exhale, release the hands to the sides. Take a second and go out of those shoulders. All right, if you're using the chair, it will need to switch to the opposite side now. Take a nice deep breath, settle back in, and then remember, you're either here supported or here with the right ankle to the top of the left knee. So whichever works for you, I'll demonstrate the other way this way. Engage your core, take a nice deep inhale here, and as you exhale, begin to come forward, pressing into the heel and the toes of the left foot, finding that nice balance. Each breath is full, and if you want more, you can always flex this right foot back towards the knee. But no, you don't need to force. Your body is thankful for the movement. And as you're gentle with you, your body will be gentle back. That next inhale raises those arms back up. Remember, your shoulders aren't shrugging. So you're not here, you're here. With the shoulders comfortably in place and the arms comfortable raised next to your ears. And it's okay if you need a bend in your elbow. Cactus arms is just fine here too. As you exhale, we're twisting to the right side, just finding that gentle space as you twist, noticing you. As you begin that last inhale, bringing the arms back up, switching back to center, then exhaling to the left side. Just that gentle wrap of the belly with the right hand coming behind you, gaze turning to the left. With your next inhale, we're back to center, arms raising. And then exhale, the arms come comfortably down to the sides. Take a second, shake out any tightness, uncross those legs, and just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Let's come up to the edge of the seat now. We're going to grab that second chair and place our feet on it. So you'll need to turn. Once you're here, the feet come on, and you're seated away from the back of the chair. So your calves are supported. Your core is supporting you with your low back here. If you know that this is painful, then please feel free to ease back. It's okay to find that space for you. So whatever that looks like, with your feet up, we'll take a nice deep inhale here. Feet are comfortable distance apart. And as you exhale, sliding into a very gentle caterpillar. Let your head fall towards your knees and reach towards those ankles or those feet. And it's okay if your hands just come right here next to your knees. Maybe your hands want to hang to the side, one hand or the other, whatever works. Allow your chin to gently bow towards your chest and feel the lengthen of not only the lower back, but that upper cervical spine. As you exhale, we'll trace the body back gently. We're going to bend the left knee and bring the pad of the left foot to the right calf. So maybe your knee doesn't bend this way. Again, it's always okay to give yourself more space. But if you can bring the pad of the foot towards the calf, you've created almost a 4 out of your legs, a number figure 4. Engage your core again. You're not seated against the back of the seat unless it's necessary. As you exhale, we're gently tracing that right leg forward once more, this time leaving your head up as if you could touch it to your right big toe. Reach out. Exhale traces that right leg back, and we'll come back to center with both legs long. Just noticing, maybe rotating the ankles, moving the knees so there's no tightness. Then the right knee bends, again, finding your space, maybe with the right pad of the foot against the left side of the shin. As you exhale, again, your core is engaged, you're solidly seated as you begin to trace that left leg forward. Exhale, gently coming back, tracing the body as you do. Both legs come along. Take a moment and just rotate those ankles. We'll come into a butterfly next, easier for me to say. Pads of the feet come together and you're allowing the knees to come open. Again, finding that space that works for you. And if you're seated on a couch at home, or maybe you have an ottoman in front of you, just find what works for your space. That's actually what we really want, is what works for you. So with the knees open and the pads of the feet together, trace the legs forward, coming into a very gentle fold. And maybe you just barely come into an incline with the head lifted. Maybe you work your body forward. And once you get here, you'd like to increase that angle of your head. Whatever works, find the openness and the balance as you breathe here. With your next exhale, we'll gently make our way back to seated. Nice full breath, pads of the feet stay where they are. We're going to take the left hand behind us to the small of the back. Right hand goes wherever is comfortable. And again, you can be seated back if you need to, but engage your core and try to sit tall here. We're really going for the core engagement. With the left hand tucked to the small of the back, we're going to turn the head to the right shoulder and just notice how this feels. Each breath is nice and full. And as you breathe into this gentle twist, just notice your neck, your shoulders. Maybe you feel this from your ear all the way to your elbow. Your next exhale brings your head back to neutral, arm stays where it's at. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale gently back to center. Release the left hand, bring it back to your lap. Let's trace both legs forward, coming into that very gentle forward fold once more. Again, if you find that you want to incline your head once you get a little deeper, that's absolutely fine. Just take your gaze towards your heels. But if you're seated up tall, try to lift through the tailbone, lifting each vertebrae to the back of the neck and the crown of the head. The shoulders come down away from the ears as you breathe deeply into this. With your next exhale, we're gently back to the neutral center. Right hand comes behind you to the small of your back now, and then we'll turn the head to the left side. Back to center neutral. And then as you're ready, drop the left ear to the left shoulder, feeling once more that gentle pull from your right ear, possibly to the collarbone, maybe from the collarbone to the elbow, maybe all the way to your pinky. Now remember, your body is different from mine, so you may not feel it the same way. Always know that sharp pain is not okay. You want to ease right out, but find the space that works for you. As you exhale, we're gently back to center, releasing that right hand, bringing both hands back around. Take a second, wiggle back into the shoulders. Nice, full, gentle breath here. With your next exhale, we'll take the left leg to the left side of the chair and the right leg to the right side of the chair. And as we breathe into this, your legs are wide, your toes and knees pointing in the same direction. Bring the hands to the chair in front of you. Press into the heels of the hands and lengthen from the tailbone upward, finding that nice tall spine. Your core is engaged. You feel that engagement. Your hips are comfortable and solid, holding you in place. As you exhale, we're gently back. This is where your block can come into play. You're going to need to separate the chairs just a little bit, and you're fine if you only want to use one chair here. For added support, if you want to place the block in between the two chairs, just equidistance, we're going to turn to the right side and we're going to place the left knee on the block. Again, if you're tall enough that you don't need that block, you go right ahead. And it's always okay to have a blanket underneath your foot as well, or underneath your knee as well. Right foot is solid. Each breath is full. Breathe into this. Your core is engaged. Left hand can find the chair next to you for that added support. And always know it goes wherever you need it. So closer or out of the way completely is just fine. With an inhale, we're raising the left arm. Right hand can hold on. Always know you're not just out in space. You've got all this comfort, all this space, all this solid grounding. Right thigh is solid, right foot is solid, and the left knee really doesn't have a lot of weight, but you do probably feel the pressure of the floor of the block on the knee. Try not to add too much weight to that left knee. It's more about being solid in the chair that you're on. If you want more here, you can always extend those arms coming into that full warrior. And as you breathe, just notice how your breath feels in your body. With your next exhale, we're going to gently twist to the right side. So towards the chair you're seated on, and you're only twisting as far around as is comfortable for you. Maybe the right hand wants to tuck to the small of the back again, or maybe it's just gently placed on the chair next to you. Left hand can hold on, but you're not forcing anything. Exhale brings us gently back to center, both arms down. Take a second, notice how you feel. Then step that left foot forward once more, finding your space. Now you're seated on the chair, facing right. You can twist and go around to the opposite side for the purpose of filming. I'm just going to switch chairs. So my left thigh is now going to be supported. My right knee is now going to be down on the block. And as you find the space here, that right toe can be curled underneath you. It can be flat, whatever your calf, your thigh, everything says. Your hamstring may say, I don't know what we're doing here. As you're ready, engage your core. Left hand is comfortable. Remember, you have the chair on the right to help you if you need more balance. With an inhale, only if you're comfortable, the right hand lifts. Each breath nice and full as you lift through the side body. Just feel that extension. Notice your whole body. If you want more, both arms can raise. Again, bring the shoulders down, arms lift. Find that comfortable lift from the tailbone up the spine through the back of the neck and the crown of the head. With your next exhale, we're twisting. Now remember, you can be holding on. That's absolutely fine. So maybe you hold on and you twist just gently, turning your head to the left side. Maybe you want to bring this right hand around. That's absolutely fine, but don't force. Each breath full. And then we'll exhale gently back to center, moving that right foot forward once more, finding that space out of your warrior. And you can just set the block aside now, unless you know you want to put your feet on it for the last part of Savasana. We're going to turn once more to the chair in front of us, the chair that was at our side before. Both ankles and knees point out in each side. Hands come back to the chair seat. This time you're going to want the chair to be a little further away, because as you exhale, we're going to slide on to those forearms. Now, maybe you need to stay here. Maybe your body says, nope, I'm not going any further. Maybe you want to just come here. Find the space that works for you. You can bring the forearms down, then do. And then with your next exhale, we're going to gently allow the chin to tuck to the chest. Again, feeling that nice lengthen from tailbone through the entire spine, back of the neck, crown of the head. You are welcome to stay right here. If you'd like more, take those elbows forward just a little bit further. Maybe your forehead comes to the chair seat. Maybe it doesn't. That's absolutely fine. But notice the openness of your knees and thighs. Notice that nice, gentle space that you've created in your tailbone, your low back. And then gently bringing your body back to center, walk the hands back towards the torso. Press into the heels of the hands. You'll have a gentle incline here if your chair's been pushed forward. But spread the hands out like starfish. Bring the collarbones down away from the ears. And again, lengthen. Breathing, breathing, breathing into the belly. As you exhale, we'll gently ease back. And then you can put your feet up on the chair if you would like, or you can sit comfortably wherever works for you. Turn so you can see me. Well, once more, find that comfortable grounding space to absorb our practice. So find the space. If your legs are up, that your calves and knees are supported. If your legs are down, just sit comfortably in your chair. Easy for me to say. Let your hands either come to your lap or to your sides. And then if you would, close your eyes once more. Allow each breath to be longer than the last. If you would, bring your awareness to your toes. Maybe you want to wiggle those toes, becoming aware of them. Notice the soles of your feet, the tops of your feet, your ankles, calves, and shins. With your eyes closed, just bringing your awareness and absorbing what we've done, being aware of how you feel. Bring your awareness to your knees, your thighs, the anchor of your tailbone and hips, grounding you to this space, your comfortable, cozy space that you've created in your home. Notice your whole torso, the breath reaching your belly, your side body and spine, just feeling comfortable as they settle in to stillness. Bringing the awareness to your fingertips. Maybe you want to wiggle, that's just fine. Notice the palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, your wrists, forearms, elbows. Be aware of your biceps and work your way to your shoulders and collarbone, noticing and breathing. Notice the length of your neck and allow your head to feel gentle and easy. As you settle into this space, finding stillness, you are welcome to stay here for a few more moments. In fact, I highly encourage a few more moments of Savasana every time. If you need to come back, begin to gently blink open your eyes, breathing into you, acknowledging the strength and beauty of self. Thank you for joining me, my friends. Namaste.